Hey everybody, Mike here. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Today I want to share a review that somebody left at our house on VRBO recently that, honestly, it didn't make me feel great to read. So let's read it together and break it down. Okay, so we got the review pulled up on VRBO right here. This guests, it was 2 adults and 2 kids. They stayed in March of this year, and this is the review that they left. So I'm going to read it to you right now. The house was decent for what we needed. Could use a few more kitchen utensils for cooking. Hot water didn't last long for showers. Some of the photos definitely need updating on the original listing. Overall, it was good for what we needed. End of review. 3 out of 5 stars. So, to me, this was my first not super positive 4.5 star review, and I didn't feel great about it, but reading it, I don't really feel terrible about what's going on because I kind of feel like this guest had unrealistic expectations. The house was decent for what we needed. All right, fair, whatever. Could use a few more kitchen utensils for cooking. So this guest never once reached out and asked where anything was or if we had something. If you watched the previous video, I've got 2 crock pots. I've got a big one and a little one. So I'm gonna have everything else that you need. I've got a full kitchen. We've got pots and pans, spatulas, wooden spoons, metal spoons, tongs, stuff for the grill. Anything you could need is there. Plus forks, knives, plates, cups. Again, anything you could need, we have. They never reached out to ask. I don't know if they looked through the drawers. Maybe they're expecting it just to be sitting on the countertop, which we have a canister right by the stove where we keep all that stuff in. But it's possible they didn't realize maybe there's a drawer containing all those things. And maybe they didn't realize that there's this thing called a dishwasher where you can just like clean your stuff if, you want to reuse it. Again, this wasn't a long stay, so maybe they just weren't in the mood to do anything. But they were clearly cooking, so I don't know. They didn't reach out. They never responded. I've got no idea. The hot water didn't last long. Okay, that's plausible. I've not heard or experienced that myself, and we've had the place listed for almost a year now. Nobody else has said anything, and all the time I've spent down there, I've never noticed anything. But certainly a plausible thing. Maybe there was a recent power outage, and the hot water heater turned off for a bit, or maybe they're using the shower wrong and didn't realize one way or the other creates hot water. I don't know. It's plausible. I can't hate on them for that. And then some of the photos definitely need updating from the original listing. At this point, we had professional photos taken 6 months ago. Nothing had changed, and nothing has changed up to this point, certainly not then, so I really don't know what they're referring to. The only thing I can think of is on the listing, the photos are taken in the summer where everything outside is lush and green and beautiful and the blue sky, and they stayed in March, which is pretty dreary in southern Indiana. So maybe things were a little bit more gray and a little bit more wood instead of like lush green, but I don't think that really makes any sense. Overall, it was good for what we needed. 3 stars. I feel like that's a little low if it's overall good for what you needed, because that's like 60%. So there it is. That's my worst review. Do me a favor, in the comments, go down and let me know what you would, think of what you think of that review, if you think it's legit or not. And then if you would have complained about any of these things at all, or if you would have just left a 5-star review and moved on, or no review at all. That may have been better. While you're down there in the comments, like, subscribe, share, and then come on back tomorrow because I actually do have another review I want to talk about that is a 1-star review. All right, everybody, take care.